Good evening, podcast. How everybody's doing? We're back for another Sunday and another episode of Chit Chat Pod. And I am your host, Shadana. And this whole month is flying by. We're almost halfway out of March already. So everybody know that March is Women History Month. So we've been trying to highlight Women History Month and making sure that we give um, homage to those women who are paying it forward in their communities. So last week we had someone in politics that was sharing in on the podcast. Our next week and today we're just doing open chat discussion, but next week and the final week we'll conclude Women History Month with guests who will be discussing things about women in law and justice, women who are um, taking on the reins of life coaching and mentorship. And we got entrepreneurs and a real nice one where we have someone who's going to share in on etiquette. Like that, just so classy to me. So I'm pretty excited about that and her business and the things that she's doing with that. So you guys tune in for the following 2 weeks. So we'll have those special guests on sharing with us on their contributions as women, and we definitely want to highlight them and celebrate them for this month as Women History Month continues with its 2024 theme, which is Women Who Advocate for Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. So that's the 2024 national theme for Women History Month, which is observed in the month of March, which is also my birthday month, y'all. I just finished my birthday week, but I'm still celebrating the whole month. So thank you to those who sent gifts and greetings and all the good stuff, because I like all that. But I had a great time with family and friends and the kids, and just enjoying it. Number 47 for me. So um, I've been embracing that and some things that I want to change lifestyle wise as far as my health and eating. So I've been kind of sharing with you guys on my health journey with that. Um, I guess since July 2023, I started this health journey. And from July 2023 up until the present, I'm down 65 pounds. So yeah, I had got up there. I'm down 65 pounds, and it's easy. It's easy to, um, to get it on, but it's so much work to get it off. But I try to make sure I'm pushing myself daily because that's a reminder to me. I'm not trying to go back to those 65. Um, I like to lose about 20 more pounds because I am gifting myself with a tummy tuck when I do that. But but yeah, so when we got to put things in priority and perspective for us, especially as we're getting older, our health and our self-care is very important as women. So make sure you're getting your yearly checkups, your yearly mammograms. And if you're at the age of 40 now, you got to get the colonoscopies now. They're not waiting until we're 50 plus now to have colonoscopies. So make sure you're getting screening for that as well. But definitely the main physicals every year, knowing your health status, knowing what's important for you as a person dealing personally with your life. We had a topic, months ago, health is wealth. So once we learned that health is important and how important it is for us to live a life of prosperity and a life of, wealth. And when we're talking about wealth, we're not talking about just money. We're talking about having a prosperous life in good health, you know, um, The Bible says, as our soul prosper, our soul can't prosper if we're not in the best physical health or mental health, or spiritual health. So we need to make sure that we're feeding all of those realms of our bodies in our life, spiritually, physically, mentally, or whatever. So, but yeah, talk to my therapist. He's been very supportive of my journey and some of the things that I'm trying to do going forward, post 47. So, and creating some stuff that I need to do personally in my personal life. So that's important as well. So make sure, but I don't have no problem with doing self-care because I do that all the time anyway. I started doing that once the kids got to of age in college and they start doing their own thing, minding their own business. Mommy start taking care of her. So make sure you guys do that as well. So who we got checking in? Hello, lady. Hey, sis. Hey, y'all. Hey, who's recovering? What you recovering from? Your inspiration for other women. Thank you. Look, what I know and what I learn, I'm going to pass it on because I'm still learning about this health stuff daily. Y'all, I be taking now my vitamin list on a daily basis. I take about 7 vitamins, but I know it's like helping me. So, and I feel better. I feel better. I've been on this sugar crave this weekend. So I got a detox this week because I don't know what it might be, some internal anxiety or something, but I've been on the sugar crave. And look, y'all, this is what I'm munching on right now. And I know I don't need to be munching on that, but I'm gonna get on that treadmill and burn them calories. But sea moss gummies are good, ladies. Or hey, let's talk about that Rise coffee because I keep seeing it on I think it's like TikTok or Instagram. It keep popping up on my thing, and I was like, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I drink tea. So give me some information on that Rise coffee because I heard it's like a mushroom coffee or something. And I heard it's very good for probiotics and all that kind of stuff. And I'm really looking for something probiotic for fiber, extra fiber, and all that kind of stuff, and gut health. I'm definitely interested in that, but I'm not a coffee drinker. So whoever posted that, let me know and let me know how it is. Hey, Thad, he said he tried it. Oh, he got that look. See, if you're not a coffee drinker, it's not going to be good for you. So I'm not a coffee drinker. So I don't want to, coffee already has that bitter taste for me. So I just need some feedback on it. It gives you energy. Don't really taste mushrooms. Okay. But it's definitely an energizer. So, okay. Yeah. Cause I'm doing some more, energy stuff naturally. Since I'm doing the workouts and stuff, because I don't want to get tired. Because I know the moment I get tired and I say, I'm gonna take a day or two off, that day or two ends up being like a week. A homegirl cannot afford to be off a whole week. So I'm anxious now to go out there and walk because it looks so nice outside today. And I've been eating these gummies today. I don't had some gummies. I don't had some what did I have after church? I had a Reese cup. So I don't know what this sugar crave coming from, but sometimes it's internal. It's like because I know I used to struggle with being an emotional eater. And so I'm trying to steer away from that because that's how I got to the point where I had to get to the 60-pound weight loss. But yeah, we need to definitely get some information on the mushroom coffee and weigh in on that if other people have tried it. But sea moss gummies are good. I'll definitely be interested in the sea moss gummies because I've done the sea moss before. So I would definitely be interested in. I'll have to ask my classmate Jamise and see if she have any of those because I know she do a lot of the sea moss. And my cousin Crystal. So I'll check in with them and find out if they got any. I wasn't a coffee drinker till 3 years ago and became an entrepreneur. Oh, really? You have to give us the information about that. What made you become an entrepreneur if you wasn't a coffee drinker? So, yes, it must be some money in that coffee. There's a lot of coffee drinkers, though. It is definitely a lot of coffee drinkers. So, but as you can see, I had posted a women's quote today because it's Women's History Month. I want to keep pushing Women History Month because our theme, advocating women who advocate for, equity, diversity, and inclusion, and I'm all about that. Y'all, anybody that knows me knows that I'm all about a sisterhood, motherhood, whatever. I just want us women we thrive so much better when we work together. There's so much we can accomplish and do when we're united and working together and putting our thoughts and our brains and all that together. Because I'm telling you, this world cannot survive without women. We are the driving force. I mean, you look at half of the women that are around you now, you know that these women they are making some things happen. You know, I look back and I have no idea how my mom did it back in the day. And I'll be thinking now with my two kids, I'll be like, I only got two. My mama had 5 girls and I got 2. And I'll be thinking like, Lord, these 2 right here. I'll be like, goodness gracious. And I'll be like, how my mama did it with 5 girls. But it's possible. You got to have a source, and you got to be grounded in some things to make some stuff happen. But thinking about adding it to my Yoni Queens website. Okay. Well, let us know if you do. So we'll have a resource and to get some stuff from. Oh, okay. Yeah, Miss Arisha. Okay. Working on my business and these kids keep. Yes. Also, that's how you got started. The kids. The kids. Yeah, the kids will keep you going. I remember them days, honey. Look, it feels so good to have my kids at an age where I don't have to worry about, taking them to here, this and that. They're doing their thing, they're thriving, finding their way. And I'm just sitting back sometimes. I'll be like, oh, this feels so good. I never thought I'd be at this place, but it feels so good to be at this place. And when you reared them and guided them along life and put them in a position where they can thrive and do their thing, and then reach out to you if they need to, not because they have to. It's a good place. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know what? When I be doing my stuff, I really don't be trying to do it to, be inspiring to people. But if I am, I appreciate it because, when people are watching, you want to make sure that you're doing things right or whatever. I'm not perfect by any means. And anybody that knows me knows that she ain't got her ways, honey. She got her ways. But when it comes to health, when it comes to family and women and a sisterhood or whatever, I'm solid on that kind of stuff. Solid all day. Yeah, we do. We love the kids, honey. We got to. Look, we can't put them back. We can't put them back. I was like, my baby will be 21 this year. Yeah. And he's so excited. He already got his 21 birthday planned for Vegas. And I'm like, oh Lord, Jesus, just make sure that I don't have to be called to come to Vegas for anything. But his sister going with him to chaperone him. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm pretty sure I have a story to tell about that later in the months when that time comes. Somebody said, I can't wait to be an empty nester too. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be like Stella, girl. Look, I'm like Stella now. And speaking of that, Stella about to go to Bahamas and conclude her birthday celebration for the month next week. So yeah, doing a solo trip, and I'm excited. And I'm gonna be wearing all my bathing suits, all my 2 pieces with no covers, because I ain't got no man telling me put that cover on, you showing too much. I ain't got none of that. I'm gonna be in the Bahamas, letting it all out. So, no covering, no nothing. That's why I'm on that trail doing them 5 miles a day. And and hitting that treadmill in the house because I'm like, I'm gonna be out there going with the flow. Okay, now Stella, come back. Look, yeah, AJ is grown now, honey. Look, he been grown actually, but technically he grown now, but he's a grown but being grown. He's one of the ones that matured way too fast for his age, and I'm like, slow down, chill, bro. Just be, just enjoy being 18, 19. Now you're 20, about to be 21. I'm like, oh God, just make sure I don't have to get called for nothing and I don't have to do nothing. And thank God they've been great kids that I don't have to deal with stuff like that. But they know their mama crazy too. So they know if I do get called for something like that, it's gonna be bad for them. So what you got to tell me? What happened to Uno, sis? Who is Uno? Who is Uno? Oh, Robert. Robert and I don't even know if he's listening. He might be on here. He might be on here listening because he is a fan. But Robert and I have taken a break, and we are currently, how can I say it? Currently not together, and figuring some things out. But he's probably on here, and I'm pretty sure if he is, he may chime in, he may not. But yeah, that's where I would leave it at this time. But yeah, we're figuring some things out. So that's the John Cena. Hello, who's some John Cena? That's probably like Jeremy. That give me Jeremy Williams vibes. Talking about John Cena. Okay, respect that, sis. Yeah, it happens. You get to a certain point. We hit the 6.5 month mark, and there were some things that needed to be discussed. And our next topic of discussion was the forever thing. And before we got there were some things that had to be worked out. And some of those things are still being discovered and exposed. So we're both doing our own therapy to figure some things out. But what else is going on? Look, I had the greatest time last Sunday at the Hallelujah Tour gospel concert. So if you guys get that in your city or near you guys, go to that concert. When I tell you that concert was the bomb, they had Asha Cobb Leonard, Erica Campbell, Jonathan McReynolds, Israel Houghton. Who else was there? Jacqueline Carr. My baby had purchased that for my birthday. Great seats. And when I tell you, I was like, my birthday was that Monday, so the concert was that Sunday. When I tell you, it felt good, like having that worship experience before my birthday came in, like worshiping, before that, thanking God for the past year and what's to come for the new year. It was just a great experience. I loved it. The lineup was awesome. I mean, when I tell you they all they took us to church. You already know. Don't think you ain't gonna go there, ain't gonna get slain or gonna be crying lashes out. They took you there. And that's what I expected. Give me my money worth. Give me my money worth. But yeah, it was good. It was good. And I had a birthday dinner on last Friday, and my coworkers, my cousins, friends had came. It was y'all. It was nice, and I needed that. I needed that. So needed that time or whatever. So Yeah, because the breakup happened right before my birthday, y'all. So y'all already knew how that was gonna that was working. Right before my birthday and right before our counseling session. So yeah, so that was a tough time. But my birthday, the things that I had planned for my birthday kind of helped take me through all of that. So and then the things that I got going on now that's keeping me busy. But I did y'all, I did a boudoir photo shoot yesterday. Totally out my comfort zone. But it was so fun. When I tell you, I felt like a supermodel. It was like the setup was so exquisite. The photographer was just like bomb. Him and his wife are a tag team, and their whole house the house is set up as a studio. So each room has like a theme. Like you got the bedroom scene, you got the fireplace scene, you got the silhouette scene with the curtain, the sheer curtains, and the light background of you, the body silhouette. When I tell y'all, I was so glad that I did that, because when I turned 60, I'm gonna look at all those pictures that I did when I was 60 at 47. I'm be looking at all them pictures, be like, yeah, I was sexy. I was fine at 47. So I'm glad that I did it. And then when I start having grandkids, because I'm probably not gonna get grandkids based off my children until I'm probably about 70. And so so my grandkids can be like, Grandma, was that you? Yeah, your grandma was fine. I was 47, I was fine. So yeah, that if you have not done a boudoir photo shoot and you're over 40, do one. I don't care what you think your body looks like, whatever the case may be, do one. Do one for yourself, especially if you're in a transformation or transitional time or whatever, do it. It does so much for your self-esteem. It does so much for you personally, mentally, spiritually, all of that kind of stuff, because sometimes we get caught up in things and then we start second guessing ourselves and start questioning ourselves and things like that. That took all my doubt away. I just felt like, honey, I felt like I was some supermodel yesterday. And my baby, she was there with me. She was being my hype woman for each scene, y'all. And it was so fun. And I'm glad she came with me, because it gave me some comfort, so I wouldn't be totally with strangers or whatever, but it gave me some comfort. And then on different things that the photographer was challenging me with, on different like photo scenes. And I was just like, whoa, really? And he was like, how daring do you want to be? And nothing that compromised me as a person, but just challenging me. And when he would show me the picture afterwards, I was like, who is that? Oh my God, that's what I look like. That's what my body looked like. So, it's just, y'all, I would do it over again. It was just that much fun. And they said, they had the whole setup. They have somebody do your hair and makeup or whatever. I did my own hair, but they have somebody do your makeup. And you bring pieces, and they got pieces or whatever. And so I brought my pieces. Oh, y'all, I ain't gonna be able to show y'all those pictures, but those pictures gonna be the bomb. And I'm probably gonna want all of them. I know I'm not gonna be able to afford all of them because the photo shoot was already expensive, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna want all of those pictures, because y'all, those scenes was crazy. I was like, oh my God. Because I originally said I wanted to do this for my birthday to celebrate my weight loss. To celebrate, my weight loss or whatever. And then additionally, because, it was Robert's 50th birthday supposed to be coming up this year, I was gonna do it to gift him for his 50th birthday. And and for our future stuff, I want them like up in the bedroom, like big poster like size or a big like canvas size, because you want to look and be like, oh, I did that. That was me. We buy all these like canvases and pictures to put in our houses or whatever, and I want to actually have it of me in my bedroom and my bathroom. So that's where I'm putting them at, y'all. Let me check these comments. Okay, respect. That's a good one. Yep. I'll be glad when I'm able to do more things besides surgeries. Oh, who is that? Who's doing surgeries? Yes, we got to make sure you're doing more things other than surgeries. No, Jada made it fun. Turn. Oh my God, yeah. Because Jada was like, yes, like on certain scenes or whatever. She was like, yes. And the guy was like challenging me on poses or whatever. And I was like, really? Y'all, I cannot wait to see the pictures next week. I'm gonna be so excited. Oh my God, I'm gonna be so excited. I'm not gonna know what to do. I'm gonna be like, look, hey Toya, you having surgery, boo? You look, well, let us know. We'll keep you in prayer. I hope they're not all serious surgeries. I know all surgeries are serious, but nothing too serious. But hit me up personally and let me know what you got going on so we can touch and agree, sis. But yeah, y'all. So if you have not did a booty boudoir photo shoot, please do so. Gift yourself with that, ladies. You would thank me later. You'd be like, and especially if you're a spouse and you got a husband, look, best gift you can give him. Take them pictures or whatever and gift them with that pictures. And trust me, they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. Oh, you had surgery on Thursday. Okay, I'm gonna reach out to you. Let me know if you need anything. But yeah, y'all. So that was yesterday. And then the cruise is coming up. So that's going to conclude my birthday. Y'all know I celebrate the whole month. So that's going to conclude the birthday celebration. But, I got several trips planned and booked. The passport is ready to stamp, get going. I ain't got to worry about the kids. They take care of themselves. Brownie with his daddy, AJ. I ain't got to worry about Brownie. Look, all I got to do is book and go. Bye. Yep. Get flued out. I got to get flued out somewhere. But yeah, so what you guys got going on today? I wanted to open some discussion. So since someone had asked me about the one and it's funny they call him that, but since we was talking about that, I'm gonna open up with this open chat discussion question. When was the last time you said I love you to someone other than a husband or spouse or a partner or whatever? When was the last time you just said I love you to someone other than a partner or a significant other? Do y'all take that time to tell people y'all love them? Because life is so short right now. We don't understand how quick life is like a vapor. We don't understand how quickly it can be taken from us and how serious, people are here today, gone tomorrow. So, take the opportunity to say, I love you. And even if it with somebody that you feel like, even if it's like a partner or significant other or whatever, and that person has lost your trust, for you loving them, don't discount your ability to love and to love somebody else because they wasn't able to receive your love or love you at the capacity that they need to love you. And sometimes we need to understand that sometimes when we say the word love, it's not necessarily saying it so that we can hear it back. let's own up to our words. If we say it, let's mean it, and let put some action behind it as well. So, love is what love does. If you say you love me, then I should be able to see the fruits of your labor of loving me. So, and that goes beyond just, physical stuff. It goes, I should be able to see that without question. So, yeah. So when was the last time you said I love you to someone? You guys got to start doing that, because life is so short and we don't want to miss out on having an opportunity, telling people that. Now I make it a point, even when I'm talking, not just with my kids, but with friends, with my sisters, when we're getting off the phone, I make a point to say I love you, because we never know those moments where we won't have that opportunity to say that. And love it's important, and it's important to love and be loved, especially if it's done the right way. Today to Cameron. Okay. You said it today. Awesome. I love it. Look, let love be love, and let love do what love do. Because, it's a beautiful thing. When people love the right way and love honestly, it's a beautiful thing. So, but, and speaking of love, if you look on the Chit Chat Pod page or whatever, there's a single conference being held by BMC. My Pastor Paul from my Georgia church is hosting a singles conference. You can do the conference in person, or you can do it virtually. So, and if you have never been online, where I shared his single, when we used to have the single Bible study Thursday nights sessions, if you have never been on his sessions, oh my God. If you've been on them, then you already know what to expect for the conference, because the sessions were always so good. The hour go by so fast. You'd be like, I want more, I want more, I want more. So now that they're having a conference, I can only imagine how good this conference is going to be. They got some speakers. I posted in the Chit Chat Pod group. So if you see that in the Chit Chat Pod group and interested, you don't have to be a member to register and go. And again, you can go physically in person, or you can do it virtually. I think there's different prices. I think it's $30 for the in-person, which I think it includes like a brunch. If you go, a brunch and a mingle, a mixer. So, there'll be other singles there, might find your Boaz there. You never know. So Build Mount Zion is in Macon, Georgia, near the airport there on Avondale Mill Road. So look it up. But I think if you're interested in going on that, if you're not in the Chit Chat Pod group, with the flyer, I'll put it on my page as well. But you can text the word single to 478-242-1116. That's 478-242-1116. Text the word single, and they'll send you the registration link. So that way you can register for it. Trust me. Look, if you've been to his online sessions with me on weeknights when we've done Bible study, doing single stuff, then you already know it's going to be good. He personally said, like, Miss Shanna, you going to be there virtually? So I was like, yeah, Pastor, I'm going to be there. I'm going to come on virtually. So I am going to make sure that I'm on. So if you register, I will be there as well on the virtual side. But if you're physically in the Warner Robins, Macon, Byron, all that area, you're right there. Just go in person, because they're going to be doing brunch and a mixer and all that kind of stuff. And the speakers, you'll be there live in person. So, it's a big difference when you get it in person as opposed to virtually. But, it's the same impact that we're receiving all the information we need to receive to make us better prepared as Christian singles and singles who are seeking something deeper and higher when we're out there looking for our significant others. But he'll be leaving soon, going to base train. Oh, he's going to the Air Force? That's awesome. Look, he made the best decision ever. Tell him the Air Force still taking care of me and my children. So he made the best decision ever. So I'm so proud of him. Tell him congratulations. And if he ever need to reach out to me about anything pertaining to it, information, need to know where he needs to, put in for bases, good bases to be stationed, all that information. Let me know. I would definitely get him some insight on that. And I got Air Force friends who are still active in the Air Force. One who's an actual a military trainer at basic training. So just let me know. So I would definitely pass information on to him for that. But we would definitely have him covered in prayer and make sure that he will do well, which I know he will. He's an athlete. He's going to do well in basic training. So that won't be a problem with him. Mentally wise, he just need to prepare for that because, they're gonna try to break you mentally, but that's the thing. They break you to build you. So, but he'll do well. I know that. So, and be proud, Mom. That's a good decision for him to make. I mean, that's an instant paycheck and benefits, and he ain't got to be in your pockets for nothing. So that's an excellent decision. So well done, well done. So I'm gonna go to another question. Since we're talking about life and stuff like that, what is one life lesson you think everyone should know? Like, what is one life lesson that you think everybody should know? Like, you feel like everybody should know this, everybody should be able to do this, everybody should be able to understand this. Like, what you think we need to know? What is one life lesson you think that everyone should know? Let me see. I think that everyone should know one life lesson. I think everyone should know I think everyone, we just always carry your own weight. Okay, I like that. I like that. I think one life lesson I would probably say that everyone should know is love yourself. Like, be true to yourself, because at the end of the day, people we encounter might try to break us and tear us down. Um, you know, we experience all kind of hurt in difficult situations. So be true to yourself and love yourself, because when other people leave and decide to do other things, you are capable of saying, I'm okay because I love me. And when you love you, it's not as damaging losing people, because you didn't lose nothing by not loving yourself. So definitely that would be mine. What's one? Somebody said, don't let your past define you. Absolutely. Ooh, yeah. Don't let your past define you. And unless it's a good past now. Now, if it's a good past or whatever, if it's something that's not good, then I'll be like, yeah, don't let it define you. Because we can always build from certain situations and experiences, but definitely life is an experience. It's like it's an experience, a teaching moment. We experience so much throughout life, and everybody's journey is different. We experience different things at different time and different seasons in our life. So yeah, definitely say, yeah, that old saying, experience is a good teacher. That's true, because there's some things that mama didn't teach me, but life taught me. And when life taught me, that was a hard knock on the head. And sometimes we'll experience that. Even with my children, I'm not going to be able to teach them everything, and they're not going to know everything. Everything that how was it said? The lady at church today, she was talking about that preached today. She was telling her dad was telling her something. She was like, I didn't know that, Daddy. Like, I don't think you ever told me that. He said, everything that I've taught you. You just don't know everything that I know. So, and that's how I look at it with my kids. I've taught them majority of things they know, but they don't know everything that I know, because there's some things that I know and I've experienced. I don't want them to know that. I don't want them to experience the things that I've gone through and experienced. So, but everything that they do know, the majority of stuff they do know is because I've taught them, but they don't know everything that I know. So, because there's some things that they to learn on them on their own as well, like I did. My mom didn't teach me everything. Life taught me some stuff and knocked me down and knocked me across the head. And I had to, I had to grow up. I had to mature. So, so those will be times and moments like that. Life will make you a better person by different experience. Absolutely. It definitely will. And, and we have the different seasons in our life where we experience different things. And, you may not be getting the same version Shan at 47 that you got when I was 35. So, and it's gonna change. Like, I was just saying this, I'm trying to embrace this soft girl era kind of thing, but a part of me still wants to keep that strong mentality, because there's so many that can't embrace it. They can't embrace us trying to do the soft girl era thing. They look at it as a moment of weakness or vulnerability, and I'm not that at all. And when I feel crossed like that, it brings that strong mentality back up, where I'm being defensive and guarded a lot because of that. So yeah, life will make you a better person by different experiences. So I definitely agree with that. Okay, so that was a good one. Let's see what else. Okay, so this is a good one. This one's a little risque one. How do you feel about taking a risk? How do you feel about taking a risk? Ooh, it depends on what the risk is and who the risk is. But I'm gonna analyze it by heart. So I'm gonna analyze everything. So when you asking me about taking a risk, look, we're gonna have to sit down and discuss that, like what this risk involves and entails, because who I am and because I'm an analyzer. Boo, I'm already analyzing stuff. I told you I'm not that person that you can say, we'll discuss that. We'll cross that bridge. When we cross that bridge, we'll discuss it then. I'm already at the bridge. We got to discuss it now. Because that's just who I'm an analyzer. I'm a deep thinker. I'm going to I operate totally in function and strategy and those things that people see as difficulties. I operate better that way. I can't operate in chaos. When chaos is around me, nah, that's not gonna work for me. I have to have some form of organization, because if not, I can't function like that. I take risks if they are beneficial to me with positive. That's me. It just depends on what the risk is and how I'm going to benefit from that risk. I don't take no risk where I'm not going to benefit. We both ain't finna lose on nothing. Like, I don't like losing, period. But I'm not taking a risk where we're both losing. Now, and especially not me losing. Not doing it. So anybody else on the risk? How do you feel about taking risks? Some people be like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what that risk could be. Like, risk, hearing the word risk, it scares people. But sometimes we take risk on things that are good. It don't necessarily have to be something that is bad. Like when I moved here, when I decided to move here to DC, that was a risk, because I'm moving away from my family, my comfort zone, my friends that I already had and made and stuff like that. It was a risk, but it was a risk that was worth taking, because one, I knew it was going to put me closer to my son and to his games and all that kind of stuff. And I knew that, the kids were both out of the house. I was an empty nester. So it was like, okay, this is an opportunity for mom to think about mom for a chance. mom to think about what she wanted to do career-wise, what she wanted to do. And y'all, when I tell you, it was the best risk ever taken because it has been a blessing. I had to get adjusted to the city life because y'all know I'm a country girl by heart. So I had to get adjusted to the city life. But career-wise, it's going so well, growing and developing as a leader. Puts me one step closer to becoming an yes one day. So it's just all these things are just lining up. But I don't take, chances like that without incorporating God in it, because who I am, I've always, every opportunity that me and the kids have had to move or relocate and do certain things, I've always incorporated God in that. I always fasted, I always prayed and sought God for guidance on that. God, if this is not for us, don't open that door, because I ain't trying to be nowhere where I'm not supposed to be, and I'm not trying to be nowhere where I can't flourish and grow and bloom where I'm planted. So that's one of the important things for me. Benefits definitely have to outweigh the risk for me. Yeah. I mean, I'm all about that. I mean, the benefits, yeah, they got to outweigh the risk. And the risk got to be, very, very, it got to be very low for me. It definitely has to be very low. But yeah. So, but not every risk is always bad. Like I just shared, my risk moving here to DC has not been bad at all. Actually, it's been a blessing in disguise. And I thought, gosh, I don't even want to leave the Department of the Air Force because my job here is so good. Like, I didn't have it bad at my job. So it was so good at Department of Air Force. But then I changed to a whole different department, which is an executive level department, in a totally different way of working and doing things or whatever. But it's been such a blessing, and I'm enjoying it, learning and enjoying and growing and developing and all that good stuff. So, puts me one step closer to where my goal is, becoming an SES, and then, retirement. So these kids can enjoy their life, and mommy gonna be out there enjoying hers. So we're gonna do one last question. Let me see if I can find a good one. Okay, so what are 3 words that describe you best? What are 3 words that describe you best? Like if somebody said, I want you to give me 3 words that describe you best, that if I had to introduce you to somebody, a total stranger, give me 3 words that describe you best. That's kind of hard for me. I would think my probably 3 words would probably be intuitive. I'm always going to be inquisitive. I got to know some stuff. Some people say that's nosy. I'm not being nosy. I always got to research, find some stuff out. I always been loving, worthy, and ambitious. Okay, I like that. And who is that? Who's that, Jada? The loving, worthy, and ambitious. Latoya. Okay, Toya. I like that for you. My mama's child, so tread lightly. Who is that? Oh, oh Lord. What are 3 words describe you best? My mama's child. Jada. Don't be not trying to make it seem like it's that bad, Jada. She do act like her mama sometimes, though. Because I look at her and roll my eyes, I'll be like, oh gosh. Like, where in the world, she get that from? Then I'll be like, oh gosh, she got that from me. She got certain things from me, and AJ definitely AJ definitely act like me. Like we probably bump heads the most, AJ and I, because he got my smart mouth, and he's always been that kid that always challenged everything. But I guess I probably was like that too. Mildred, if Mildred was still here, she'd probably say the same thing. Like, yeah, he got that from you, kind of thing. Because I always been the one that like challenged my mom for different stuff. Like I always been the first one to be able to do certain things, and had the boyfriend stay over, because he couldn't drive back because he lived out of town. Just different stuff. I always been the challenger or whatever, but we didn't sleep in the same room or whatever, but he was able to stay. I was able to tell my friends, oh, my boyfriend stayed at our house. So, but who else? Ambitious, empathetic, and analytical. Yes, I'm definitely analytical. Yeah. But ambitious. I love that you guys are putting ambitious. I like that, especially with women. Yes, let's be ambitious. Let's always thrive to make ourselves better and to do better. I love women with a drive that's, a go-getter, always ready to, take on the next task and able to be challenged with some stuff. Because that's how I am. I can't get bored. If I get bored, then look, the Bible says an idle mind is a devil's workshop. I don't want no idle mind. I want to keep working. I want to keep doing. I want to be able to keep doing, what I need to do or whatever. So I can, I stay reading and doing things. Oh, and speaking of reading, y'all, look, since we talking about stuff, this book right here, All Together You. Let y'all see the Jenna. I'm all in. Okay. So this book right here will get you together. If you don't have a therapist, buy this book, because this is a therapeutic book. It says experiencing personal and spiritual transformation with internal family systems therapy. When I tell you this book will get you together, it will get you together. Our church Bible study is doing this series for Bible study. Honey, look, I'm thankful I have a therapist. But reading this book right here, I still feel like I got a lot of work to do, because there's so many things that encompass who we are and the things and the behaviors we have, because there's things that we've experienced. And then you feel like, that was 10, 15 years ago. But there's things that would trigger those 10 and 15 years ago moments. And, 10, 15 years down the line, you're revisiting or you're dealing with it because you didn't never deal with it at the root of the problem in the beginning. We always try to touch the surface of things. We got to get to the root of some things. There's a lot of things we're experiencing and dealing with in life that we experience as children, we experience in our younger adult lives. There's teenagers and all that, and we're getting older and we're wondering like, why is that still bothering me, kind of thing, because we never dealt with it. And you just putting band-aids on top of band-aids, and the sore is still underneath and it's not healing, and something triggers or scrape the surface of that sore, and it's back needing work because it ain't never been healed. So yeah, if you don't have a therapist, definitely get this book, All Together You. You will thank me later. We should have a book club on here so we can read the chapters together, because I'm telling y'all, you'll read those chapters and you'll be like, oh Lord, I need help, I need work, because it's thought-provoking, and it digs deep at you on certain things, but it helps us to figure some things out, because if we're trying to take on lives of being with other people and spending our lives with other people, we need to make sure what we're dealing with and what we're giving. If we're trying to tell somebody we're trying to I'm trying to give you all of me, and you trying to be some whole person trying to connect with another person or whatever. You don't want to connect them with all the issues and the baggage that you bring in that you never dealt with. So do yourself a favor and do that. AJ has to have the last. Oh my God. Who know my child? Y'all know my child, right? Always. He always got popped in the mouth for always trying to have the last word. Boop. Popping right in the mouth. And he still try to do it now. But he do it because he be on the phone or something. And he he in Connecticut. And I ain't trying to get on 95 to beat out, go through all that traffic in New Jersey and New York to pop him in the mouth. But yeah, he always trying to have the last word. But yeah, we are at the end, y'all. I am so excited that next week we will have our heading to Amazon now. Okay. Yes, go to Amazon. I'm telling you, this book is a blessing. It's a blessing. And you're going to thank me later. When you start reading this stuff, you're going to be like, oh my God. And it might be times where you might make some phone calls to certain people and be like, you know what? Hey, I've came to this conclusion based off of the things that, I was dealing with or whatever. And, you might need to have some, certain conversations with people and, when you're dealing with stuff. And that's a grown up maturity thing. It's not that you soft or you weak or whatever the case may be. It's because we are grown ups and that's how grown ups should be doing. We should be dealing with life situations in that manner. You should be able to come to me or I should be able to come to you and then, and we're all genuine and honesty and deal with something. Because, at the end of the day, nobody wants to deal with any mess and nobody wants to deal with things that unnecessarily that they have to deal with. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. Our peace is too expensive. So yeah. Definitely be considerate of that and get this book, All Together You. It's on Amazon. Quick delivery to your house. Quick delivery. But I know we got Easter Sunday coming up, the last Sunday of this month. So we'll be doing our live. It'll be pre-recorded. It'll still show on Easter Sunday, but it'll be pre-recorded. So our guest who is supposed to be on for Easter Sunday will pre-record their interview and we'll have it posted on Easter Sunday. And I won't bother you guys with being on there live on Easter Sunday because I know people will be being with their families. I'm gonna be on a cruise. I'm gonna be in the Bahamas, on some beach or whatever. But yeah, y'all, I think it's my first Easter that I have missed, like haven't been in church. So I feel kind of weird about that, but God knows I worship him anywhere. So, I'm going to conclude Good Friday and all that in a good way. And then I'm going to be on that sailboat sailing out to sea. But yeah, so our guests will be pre-recorded. Next Sunday, we will have some guests that'll be on. So stay tuned for that as we conclude our Women History Month series. And I'm excited because, I like to celebrate women who are doing their thing. And we definitely have some great women who are doing that. So without anything else, look, I did have a quote I want to leave you guys with. The quote for, I always want to do a women's quote because the theme for this month, behind every great woman is another great woman, by Kate Hodges. That quote is from Kate Hodges. Behind every great woman is another great woman. So Chit Chat Pod, you know how we do. We chat all things women. This podcast is all about, us uplifting, motivating, supporting each other. So behind every great woman is another great woman. All of you guys are great. I love y'all. Thank y'all for checking in week after week. We'll see you guys next week. And take care of yourselves. Behind every great woman is another great woman. A quote by Kate Hodges. So, toodles, continue to celebrate women for Women History Month. Love y'all. See y'all next week. Bye.